and welcome to our Summer 2021 Tufts Pre-College Program Virtual Open House. My name is Tara Pope, and I'm the Director of Marketing for Tufts University College, home of our pre-college programs here at Tufts. Along with Ariana Wilson, our pre-college programs director, I'll be your host for tonight's first virtual open house of the season. We are thrilled that you are joining us tonight to learn more about our academically challenging and uniquely rewarding pre-college programs. Not only do we have a lot of great information for you tonight, but we'll also be having a little fun too. We have some Tufts University trivia sprinkled in to keep the crowd on their toes. And although the crowd is a little large tonight to have a live Q&A session, we've prepared some of your questions as well as frequently asked questions to review at the end of our session. If you do have questions during, the chat feature has been disabled, but our Q&A feature is live and our program administrators are ready to answer your questions throughout tonight's broadcast. So stay tuned and get ready to immerse yourself in Tufts Summer 2021 pre-college programs.
Thanks, Tara, for kicking us off. And thanks to you all for joining us tonight. We're incredibly humbled to have over 1,000 students and parents registered for tonight's open house. So let's get right into it. My name is Ariana Wilson, and I'm the Director of Pre-College Programs here at Tufts. And tonight we want to take this time to show you how excited we are to bring you the award-winning academics of Tufts University on our pre-college virtual campus this summer. We will introduce you not only to our 9 returning programs, but our 4 brand new intensives as well. Let's get started. Tara and I are joined tonight by the rest of our pre-college teammates who I'll let introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Biggers and I'm the Associate Director for Continuing Education at the School of the Museum of Fine Arts at Tufts. In this role, I work closely with the pre-college team to support this summer's 2 SMFA pre-college programs, our returning Studio Art Intensive, as well as our new Graphic Design Bootcamp. We're excited to see you all on here, so welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Karen McGuire. I'm the Program Administrator for Pre-College Programs that specifically deals with our Leadership for Social Change program, our International Relations program, our SMFA Studio Art program, and 3 of our new programs, the SMFA Graphic Design Bootcamp, the Climate Resilience Institute, and the Food for the Future program. I'm looking forward to talking with you all soon, and feel free to send any questions to our Q&A. We're here to help, and we're happy to talk to you tonight.
Hi everyone, my name is James Spaziro. I'm a program administrator as well for the pre-college programs, specifically running point on courses at Tufts for High Schooler and the Tufts College Experience, which are 2 of our 6-week summer programs. I'm looking forward to taking you all through these programs tonight.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sally, and I am the Program Administrator for Pre-College Programs responsible for managing our 6-week Tufts Summer Research Experience, Coding 101, MiniMed School, Engineering Design Lab, and our new Engineering Investigations Intensive. So let's get this night started.
Thanks, everyone. Now that you've met our team, I thought it'd be helpful for you to know a little bit more about Tufts University College, the home of pre-college programs here at Tufts, as well as many other opportunities at our little university here in Medford, Massachusetts. When University College was first established in 2018, our main goal was to expand the reach of Tufts University to meet the needs of students, wherever they are in their learning journey, with high quality education. But if we look back at Tufts history, we can see the path of how we got to this version of UC that we have today. In 1939, the College of Extension first took shape and was only closed temporarily during World War II. From there, the summer school was born in 1946, and by 1949, another new division was formed, the Division of Special Studies, to offer additional undergraduate degrees and coursework to students at partnering universities. And now let's jump ahead 65 years to 2016, when our current dean, Joseph Honor, started collaboration with our now executive associate dean, Karen Mulder, to ultimately, in 2018, form what we now refer to as Tufts University College. And with that, I'll take you through tonight's agenda. First, we're going to introduce you to our Dean of University College and one of Tufts pre-college leaders, Joseph Honor. Unfortunately, Dr. Honor couldn't be with us this evening, but we have a message from him about our programs and what you can expect from your summer experience. After that, we'll take you through all of our program content, then talk about our application process, share some insight on our CATHS program, or our courses at Tufts for high schoolers, And we will follow that with a little bit about our virtual pre-college community and social activities. And throughout tonight's session, we will stop for some trivia and Q&A breaks. And now I'll hand things off to Dean Honor to get us started.
Hi, I'm Joseph Honor, Dean of University College. We're excited to have this opportunity to tell you about the wonderful summer pre-college programs. These 13 programs offer you the opportunity to explore cutting-edge research and teaching that's going on across the university and across the unique set of schools that make up Tufts University. We've created these programs together with the Medical School, the School of Nutrition, School of Engineering and Arts and Sciences, the School of Museum of Fine Arts, and the Tisch College of Civic Life. Students can choose among our intensive programs that dig deeply into specific topics and skills, regular undergraduate courses that put you in the same classroom with the Tufts students, and one-on-one research opportunities in the labs across the university. No matter your areas of interest or where you think your studies might take you, our 2, 3, and 6-week programs will give you the tools to engage with the big questions and challenges that matter in today's world. At the same time, you'll get a head start on what it's like to be in college, to take responsibility for your own path, and to work together with others who share your passions. All of our programs represent the distinctive strengths, vision, and values that have made Tufts such a great university. These include a commitment to academic excellence and innovation, a belief that global engagement and global perspectives are crucial to facing the world's big challenges, and a conviction that active and engaged citizens are crucial to achieving social justice. You will interact with outstanding faculty, staff, and students who create and lead these programs and who are committed to making your experience everything it can be. You will come away from these summer programs with a greatly expanded knowledge of the subject and new intellectual tools and ways of thinking. Most importantly, you'll have the chance to interact with ambitious and motivated students from around the world who share your interests and passions. Last summer, we had more than 700 students from across the country in different parts of the globe. And like them, you will be able to share interactive virtual experiences in classes, labs, and the library, and field trips. And thanks to our virtual campus, there are opportunities for all sorts of social interactions along the way. Everyone in the University College team is looking forward to the opportunity to tell you more about our wide-ranging pre-college programs and what they can mean for you. Thank you for your interest.
Now we will get started with tonight's content, the programs. This summer, we're offering our returning 3 6-week programs and 6 of our shorter content-specific intensives, plus the 4 new ones that we're launching this summer. In the next hour, we'll give you an introduction to these programs, but you can find more information on our website at precollege.tufts.edu. I do want to note that in an abundance of caution due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all of our pre-college programs will be held virtually this summer. And now I will turn things over to James to walk us through our first program of the night.
Great. Thanks, Ariana. So let's start off tonight with our signature 6-week program, the Tufts College Experience, or TCE, as we call it around here. This curated college prep program is open to rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors who are looking for a taste of what college is like broadly. As the foundation of the program, students enroll in 2 4-credit courses out of the 60+ virtual courses available to high school students this summer in more than 20 different academic departments. Through TCE, you can explore new subject areas and take a class that's not generally offered to high schoolers, such as Origins of Electronic Music or the Science of Coping, where you can knock out some of your future undergrad requirements with classes like Chemical Principles, Introductory Physics, things of that sort. Most of our classes are regular undergraduate courses taught by Tufts world-renowned faculty. And do note that we provide Tufts credit for these courses, but as is the case with most places, if you don't enroll at Tufts, you will need to check with your specific institution to see if they accept the courses for their specific curriculum requirements. We also offer 4 pre-college Hallmark courses that are college level courses specifically designed for and offered to high school students. And you'll hear a little bit more about these later when we discuss courses at Tufts for high schooler in a little bit more depth. In addition to these 2 virtual courses that you select, TCE students can also enroll for free in our workshops designed to help prepare them for college applications. We have our SAT prep workshop and the admissions essay writing workshop, both of which will be offered virtually this summer. On Fridays in this program, all TCE students attend our College Prep 101 workshop, which is broken into two sections, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, one being admissions prep and college, the other one being college exploration. Morning session will be led by Tufts staff and students, and will explore and teach valuable skills necessary for college, like how to choose your major or how to write an effective resume. And every Friday afternoon, students will take a virtual tour of a different Boston area college or university to get a better idea of the similarities and differences among our esteemed Greater Boston area universities. In the past, we've had a whole bunch of different schools, such as Amherst College, Boston College, and Harvard University, just to name a few. On this summer's TCE virtual campus, high school students from all around the globe will have the opportunity to study with a combination of Tufts students, faculty, and staff. And at the end of the program, TCE students will receive Tufts credit for successful completion of their coursework, and they'll be able to request a Tufts transcript. And then, since writing your college essay is just such a crucial part of the college prep experience, we have a short video here from Professor Jason Clements, who's the instructor of the Tufts Summer Writing Program and also teaches our admissions essay writing workshop and the verbal section of our SAT prep workshop, to sort of give you a hint as to the types of content you'll have in this program.
My name is Jason Clements, and I teach the college writing course in Tufts Summer Pre-College Program. My intensive 6-week course is intended to replicate a typical first-year writing class at almost any college. We'll study a variety of techniques and produce essays in the genres of memoir, argument, textual analysis, and proposal. This course will emphasize all stages of the writing process, from first exploring an idea to composition, development, revision, and final draft polishing. And along the way, we'll read a variety of professional and amateur writers to get ideas and to discuss their particular techniques. And one of our central concerns is going to be writing style, looking at the way that language really works so that we can cultivate a unique voice and produce the kind of writing that will make our readers say, wow, I wish I'd written that. So consider applying to the Tufts Summer Writing Program today, and I can't wait to see you in July.
Great. Thanks, Jason. He's really passionate about what he does. Very, very good at it. We love having him. So now let's take a quick look at what a typical week might look like for a TCE student. Keep in mind that your schedule will vary based on your specific course and workshop selections, as well as the extracurriculars you choose to attend. So in this case, this student, after having breakfast, blocks out some time for homework, just knock that out before the first course. Once their first class wraps up, the student heads to lunch before the college admissions essay writing workshop, followed by a big block of free time. And then after R&R, some little bit of rest and relaxation in the afternoon, the student finishes their day with their second course. Remember, these are full-fledged undergraduate courses. Typically, each course will require a substantial amount of work out of class each week, as reflected on the sample schedule here, blocking out time specifically for out-of-class work. With that, I'll turn things over to my fellow program administrator, Sally, to take us through our next 6-week summer program.
Thanks, James. I am super excited to be talking to you all tonight about our Summer Tufts Research Experience, also known as TSRE. In summer 2021, TSRE will host rising high school juniors and seniors who must be at least age 16 by the start of the program. And the program will run for 6 weeks from July 5th to August 13th. As a part of TSRE, students will work virtually with Tufts research faculty and graduate students, contributing to the cutting-edge research being done at Tufts labs. This summer, we have 10 virtual lab experiences available for students, ranging in subject areas from the hard sciences like chemistry to social sciences like anthropology and psychology, and to engineering labs focused on engineering education and research. You can find more program information, including an up-to-date list of current available faculty members on our program website. Although lab research will look different based on subject matters and focus areas, they tend to follow a general schedule from about 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a student that is outside of the Eastern Standard Time zone, you will connect with your PI individually to figure out a schedule based on your time zone that will work for not only yourself, but the rest of the lab group as well. In addition to mentorship from world-class faculty and staff, students this summer will also participate in virtual journal clubs, library and computing lab time, and hear exciting guest presentations. By program close, students will develop a research poster based on a research question being investigated in their lab with aid from the student's mentor. Students will then present and share their findings virtually with the rest of the program cohort, faculty, staff, and family.
Before we get started on telling you about our 4 new programs this summer, let's take a quick Q&A break. Back to Sally.
Thanks, Tara. I have a couple of frequently asked questions here that I'd love to discuss. The first question, and probably one of our most popular questions, especially with students outside of the Eastern Time Zone, and definitely a few questions that we've received even tonight. How is Tufts Pre-College planning on accommodating students located in different time zones? So we at Tufts Pre-College understand that there are students from not only across the country, but also from around the world that are interested in joining us on our virtual campus this summer. We're currently working really hard to ensure that our students who are offered spots in our programs will be able to attend. And you can read about any of our tentatively planned accommodations on any of our program website pages in the section titled Attending Outside the Eastern Time Zone. The second question that I'd like to answer now is, can students and parents directly send academic transcripts? And the answer is, unfortunately, due to University College and Tufts University policy, we are not able to accept transcripts directly from students and parents. However, as a part of the application process, we do automatically notify schools via email to upload transcripts on the student's behalf. So if you're having any difficulties contacting your school or your guidance counselor to upload your transcript, please contact us at precollege@tufts.edu so that we are able to assist you. And now here is Sarah with some exciting information on our new graphic design bootcamp brought to us by the School Museum of Fine Arts at Tufts.
Thanks, Sally. As we mentioned earlier, we have 4 new content-intensive programs this summer, and I have the pleasure of kicking that off tonight with our graphic design camp. This 1-week graphic design intensive is the newest addition to the SMFA pre-college portfolio and will run from August 1st to August 6th. This program is designed for all creative types, those intrigued by digital design, those interested in creative writing, or those interested in enhancing their communication skills through visuals. The program will take a unique interdisciplinary approach to graphic design, including aspects of psychology, language, and visual arts. Instruction will focus on translating messaging and ideas to digital designs using tools in the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. As students work on their pieces, they'll also get a glimpse into the graphic design field as a career, with talks from professional graphic designers and artists alike. Each day, we will have a mix of technical instruction, time for independent and group work time, as well as experiential learning opportunities like film viewings or virtual gallery tours. The week will wrap up with a group review and virtual show, allowing participants to get vital feedback from their peers as well as celebrate their work. Most importantly, the program will connect young creatives across the globe for a taste of online learning and growth through creative expression. And with that, I will hand it back to Tara to take us through the Climate Resilience Institute.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, hello again, everyone. Let's talk a little bit about our second new program for this summer, Climate Resilience Institute. It is a crucial time to learn about and discuss the situation we are facing. This 2-week virtual college-bearing program will provide some students with a more sophisticated understanding of how interacting ecological, social, and political systems can hinder or promote climate resilience. Students will gain knowledge in environmental data analysis, visualization, and effective storytelling and advocacy, and learn directly from virtual field trips to environmentally focused organizations and communities. Working in small teams, students will identify a socioeconomical research question, gather and analyze data on the subject, and synthesize their findings into a college-level capstone project to culminate the program and learning experience. For our third new program for the summer, we have Food for the Future. This program is perfect for anyone passionate about cooking, sustainable farming, the agricultural economy, and the whole ecosystem of food. An understanding of regional food systems can improve our access to healthy, locally grown food while promoting economic development, representative agriculture, and community well-being. From the fields to the kitchen, this program explores the regional food system, including historic and cultural food values, milling, processing, and baking grains, new farmers and food entrepreneur viability, and small-scale vegetable and livestock production. As students address each topic, they will discuss key changes that could make our regional food system, tracking every step from the farm to the market, more sustainable and more equitable. In addition, students will experience the power of cooking and eating together to impact social, cultural, economic, and environmental change, keeping in mind the added strain on our food systems as a result of the ongoing global health crisis. This program tackles a number of important and timely issues. And now I'm going to turn things back over to Ariana to take you through our last and fourth of the new programs this summer.
Thanks, Tara. And yes, last but not least, our new summer 2021 program is Engineering Investigations. As you just learned with Sarah and Tara sharing a couple of our new programs, one of the cool things about Tufts is the variety of schools that we have to offer to our students and the variety of degrees that we can give in our undergraduate and graduate degree programs. So this program is associated with our School of Engineering, and the program, not to be confused with our Engineering Design Lab, which has been around for a few years. Our new Engineering Investigations program, or EI as we call it, will provide students with an overview of the different disciplines within engineering to broaden students' understanding of the field and highlight the multiple ways engineers work and impact the world. This program will balance presentations and discussions with hands-on and minds-on explorations of engineering, and participants will hear from researchers, students, and industry professionals about their work in research, design, and entrepreneurship. In addition, participants will be engaged in learning methods and approaches for engineering design, exploring engineering ethics and its intersections with ethics and social justice, and applying these ideas through hands-on projects. The program will culminate in students taking a deeper dive into an area of engineering that they find engaging in order to develop a final project or presentation.
So first question we get a lot is, who is eligible for our new intensives? All students entering 10th grade next fall through students graduating high school in spring of 2022, or 2021, excuse me, are eligible to participate in our new intensives. There are no additional requirements for any of these new programs other than the standard application materials, and they're open to students of all experience levels. For example, the SMFA Graphic Design Bootcamp will be a worthwhile experience for beginners and those with a certain skill level as well. We make sure to implement structure within our programs to accommodate all students of all abilities. Another question we get pretty frequently is, how do we choose the content of these new programs? We really wanted to address the areas of interest that were not already being explored through our pre-college programs. Issues like climate resilience and food sustainability are topics that our students have shown great interest in. And with the resources of Tufts' many renowned colleges, we designed these new programs. Further, programs like the SMFA Graphic Design and Engineering Investigations programs build upon our already successful Studio Art and Engineering Design Lab programs to address more specific areas of interest within these fields, allowing students to dive a little bit deeper into aspects of our programs that were addressed more generally. So now I'll turn it back to Sally to take us through some of our amazing returning programs for this summer.
Amazing. Thanks, Karen. First up is our Coding 101 intensive. So this intensive is 2 weeks long and will equip high school students with in-demand programming skills needed to build apps that solve real-world problems. So students of all skill sets will learn or expand their knowledge of the coding language Python, which is one of the most popular programming languages in use today. And it's used for mobile apps, web and software development, as well as desktop graphic and user interfaces. And it's also a very critical component of websites like Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Additionally, a speaker series and a series of tech treks, which are virtual trips to various companies and businesses in the greater Boston area that focus specifically on programming, will introduce students to examples of real-world application of coding. This last week will offer students the chance to apply what they've learned as they focus on designing, creating, and pitching their own app, which they will then demo to a group of their peers, as well as Tufts faculty and staff. Upon successful completion of the program, students will also receive Tufts pre-matriculation credit for their work. Our next program is our Popular Engineering Design Lab. This program will meet for 2 sessions, and students can choose the one that is more conveniently scheduled for them. Engineering Design Lab, or EDL for short, in partnership with Tufts renowned School of Engineering, is open to rising high school sophomores through seniors. Students must be 15 by program start, and EDL will supplement daily virtual make-along sessions covering higher level engineering concepts such as Internet of Things and image processing with the Maker Kit. So a Maker Kit is something that we will send to all students participating in this program, filled with various tools for robotics and circuit boards, etc. And we'll be sending that to you along with some exciting guest speakers from the School of Engineering. This virtual speaker series will give students broader perspectives on engineering disciplines for greater insight into future academic pathways in engineering. So not only will students gain additional insights and perspectives to further contextualize their studies, but students will also have the opportunity to ask questions and grow professional networks. So learning from experts in the field and working with real client bases for the final design project, students will work in small collaborative teams to apply what they've learned throughout the course of the 2 weeks. Students will not only work together to develop their engineering skills, but they will also learn how to complete projects with iterative design components and rapid prototyping by choosing from a selection of real-world needs and problems and research-relevant criteria and constraints. Then, students will design, prototype, and test technical solutions to those problems. And at the end of the program, students will virtually present their prototype and develop a portfolio submission. Now let's welcome Karen back to talk to us about our next intensive.
Awesome. Thank you, Sally. All right, so now we'll talk about the International Relations Program, which is another one of our popular programs returning this year. The International Relations Intensive gives high school students insight into this rapidly changing field of international impact and partnerships. And it's perfect for students who are interested in studying current and historical global issues. As you may know, Tufts is home to the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy, one of the top graduate schools in international affairs in the country. This program takes full advantage of the tremendous faculty and expert resources of the Fletcher School and of Tufts' accomplished International Relations program in the School of Arts and Sciences. Students will attend virtual lectures with Tufts faculty members on topics such as cybersecurity, alliance dynamics, nuclear proliferation, citizens and empires, evolving relations with China, negotiation and conflict resolution, among many more. Further, in accordance with Tufts' goal that all students will emerge with foreign language and cultural competency, IR intensive students will study a language of their choosing with Tufts language professors. Students will have the opportunity either to continue their studies with a familiar language, such as French or Spanish, or start a new language. We have options of Russian, Arabic, Chinese. This is definitely a great aspect of international relations program that differs it from many of our other programs. Students will also, their studies will also culminate in a research paper on an international relations topic of their choice. IR intensive students will receive Tufts pre-matriculation credit upon successful completion of the program. So now I'm going to hop over to the Leadership for Social Change program, which is directed by members of our Tisch College of Civic Life. This program is designed for students who are passionate about finding ways to enact change in society. This summer it will run for 2 weeks, usually a residential only program. LSC will be held once again on our virtual campus. We've created an exciting online LSC program this summer in response to the global pandemic. Why? Because at Tisch College, we recognize the power that young people possess and that societal disturbances, especially like the one we're experiencing right now, affect younger generations the most. We firmly believe that young people should have the opportunity to reflect and brainstorm the ways they want their future society to look. We'll be using a variety of digital platforms to highlight society's mutual interdependence and interconnectedness. The 2-week program will be a way to unite students across the world and equip them with change-making skills, resiliency strategies, and civic knowledge to build connections, to work collaboratively, and to emerge as change agents who can inspire others. Students will emerge from the program with a greater understanding of societal issues affecting communities and how these issues came to be. Students will emerge with a toolkit of knowledge and practical skills to tap into as they move on to the next phase of their life. Students will also have made connections not only with their peers, but with many civic leaders, students, and faculty who are part of the program. Additionally, students will receive Tufts credit upon successful completion of the program. And now I will send it back to Sally.
Thank you so much, Karen. So I'm here lastly to talk about MiniMed School, which is one of our most popular program intensives. Despite being a program rolled out only last year. So this online 2-week summer intensive provides driven students the opportunity to work very closely with medical students as they explore crucial facets of the medical school experience at one of the nation's leading medical schools, the Tufts University School of Medicine. So through lectures and medical case studies, coupled with a hands-on lab where materials will also be sent to students, students will begin to experience much of what it takes to study medical sciences, and students will also participate in question and answer sessions with admissions staff, medical doctors, doctors from other health professions, and medical students to get a feel for medical school and the career options they have in medicine and related health sciences. This program is uniquely interdisciplinary and draws on the stunning array of schools beyond the School of Medicine dedicated to the health science and medicine at Tufts University. Students will finish their experience by designing a capstone presentation that connects the science of infectious diseases and immunology to a health topic of personal and societal significance. And they will share their capstone projects with their program peers, medical student mentors, program staff, and family. And with that, I'm going to hand things back to Sarah to take us through our final intensive, the School Museum of Fine Arts Studio Art Intensive.
Thank you, Sally. As our only 3-week program this summer, the Studio Art program will run from July 11th to July 30th. The program is open to rising high school juniors and seniors, and students must be 15 years old by the program start. This program is designed for high school artists considering pursuing art as a college major or even a career path to help them elevate their practice, refine their techniques, and grow their portfolio. In this program, students will be guided through projects in drawing and painting, sculpture, and digital media and animation by SMFA faculty and practicing artists. Each student will be assigned to an instructor mentor who will provide one-on-one feedback on project development, critique work, and provide portfolio development advice for those considering applying to art colleges. The program is structured around live lecture sections during which instructors will each introduce their project of the week, provide some context and background, and then jump into technique demonstrations from their off-site or at-home studio spaces. Following these lecture content, students will have time to work from their home studios with real-time access to instructors and classmates for aid and inspiration as they go. The last key tenet of the virtual program structure are the supplemental college prep experiences. Virtual museum tours and artist talks throughout the program will inform and inspire student projects, elevating work to a new level. The group will also be collectively trained on writing artist statements, further polishing their collection of works and honing in on a college-ready art portfolio. Finally, students will get the time to connect to SMFA admissions representatives to learn about preparing art portfolios for the art school application process. On this summer's virtual campus, high school students from around the globe will have the opportunity to express their creativity and develop their work. The program will then conclude with a virtual final exhibition, allowing students to share their work with friends and family near and far.
One, if I previously participated in one of these programs, can I participate again? The answer is, of course you can, and we'd be more than happy to have you back. While returning programs cover the same topics as last summer, the curriculum and experience has changed in conjunction with the ever-changing world. Topics such as international affairs, medical achievements, civic action, just to name a few, have evolved significantly since last summer. So our programs address these changes and intertwine news and current affairs into lessons, discussions, and program development. Another question we have here is what social engagement will be available? We're going to talk about this a little later, but just to answer quickly here, last summer, the decision to go virtual happened later in our planning process. So we worked diligently to create social opportunities since that's such a huge part of the college experience. We were able to incorporate lunch and learn discussions, workshops like songwriting and music exploration, physical and mental exercises like bar classes. And this year, knowing that we're going to be virtual from the start will provide us with additional time to build upon last year's social activities and enhance and perfect the social opportunities for summer 2021. And now I will turn it to James to talk us through the very important application process.
Great, thanks, Karen. So as Karen mentioned, this is a very important step in our process, getting ready for the application. So first things first, you'll head to our application landing page and register for an account. You can find the link on all of our program websites. It'll say, it's a big blue button, says apply now, can't miss it. You can find the link there on the screen as well. Once you've registered for your account, you can log into the system and start your application. You'll put in some basic personal info, family information, and then you'll get to the meat of the application where you select your specific program. And then to supplement your application, you'll be asked to provide contact information for a recommender and a school official who will upload your transcript. Some programs, like the Tough Summer Research Experience or the Climate Resilience Institute, may require additional application materials, such as lab preferences or a brief personal statement, or level of experience with a specific content area. As a part of your application, your parent will also need to fill out the parent permission form, and your recommender and school official will be prompted to upload your letter of recommendation and your transcript, respectively. Once we've received these materials, we'll return your admissions decision within 10 business days. And then upon admission, you'll be asked to submit your deposit and some enrollment forms, followed by full payment. And just like that, you'll be ready to study with Tufts. And then our last and final program, to take you through this evening is Courses at Tufts for High Schoolers, or CATHS. This is definitely our most flexible program. Students can enroll in one of more than 100 different virtual courses this summer across our 2 summer sessions, most of which, similar to the Tufts College experience, are Tufts undergraduate courses taught by Tufts faculty and staff. Students can earn up to 10 credits per session, and the full list of courses can be found at courses.tufts.edu. Currently, we are only offering virtual courses to high school students during the academic year. We also offer courses at Tufts for high schoolers and keep posted on modalities for that in the future. We will sort of continue to update as the situation may evolve. Students will receive Tufts credit upon successful completion of courses and may request a transcript at the end of the program as well. Enrollment in any Session 2 course at Tufts allows students to take advantage of the college prep workshops, such as the SAT prep and admissions essay writing workshops, which are offered free of charge. Students can also enroll in the College Prep 101 workshop for an additional fee. A feature of Courses at Tufts for high schoolers is our pre-college Hallmark courses, which I mentioned briefly earlier. There's 4 of them. There's Health Science Honors, Foundations of Law and Ethics, Bioinformatics Inquiry through Sequencing, and the Tufts Summer Writing Program, which are designed specifically for high schoolers. They're university level courses offered specifically for high schoolers and are meant to bridge the gap between high school and college. These are taught by brilliant visiting faculty who have experience designing courses for a high school aged audience. And keep in mind that except for the fact that they're no longer being taught in person, these are the same top quality courses that you would expect from Tufts University, taught by world-renowned Tufts faculty who are among the most respected members of their field. Now, Since there are some differences in the application and registration process for CATHS as opposed to our other programs, I'll walk you briefly through the steps specifically for this program. So first, students should go to that long link there or courses.tufts.edu to find more information to register. That link's available as well on the Courses at Tufts program website. And then once you've selected a course, you can add it to your cart and check out to register for the course. At this point, you'll have the option to pay in full, pay deposit, and pay the rest later, invoice payment. Once you have registered, you'll receive an email from our application system to create your account and apply in order to confirm your registration. Once you've submitted your application, you'll go through much the same process that we mentioned before. You'll have a parent fill out the parent permission form. You'll be asked for contact info during the application process for a school official and a recommender to upload your transcript and recommendation respectively. And then once we've received these materials, we'll approve your registration within 10 days, 10 business days. And then after that, you'll be asked to complete some enrollment forms. Once we've received these, you're good to go. And the only thing left to do is get excited for your course. So first, how competitive are your programs? Are there minimum requirements for GPA, test scores, that kind of thing? And how can I increase my chances of acceptance? So our programs, especially in the past year, are very highly in demand, and a number of our programs do fill up before the application deadline each year. Programs such as the Tufts Summer Research Experience, MiniMed School, and Leadership for Social Change are highly selective. The bottom line, however, is that we are looking for passionate, academically motivated students who will succeed in and contribute to our programs. There's no minimum GPA and there's no test requirement. In general, we hope to accept as many applicants as possible, as long as we feel they will succeed in our programs. And then finally here, this is a question that has been top of mind for a number of people. What prompted the decision to switch to a virtual modality, and how does this affect the content of the programs? The answer to this, we are 100% committed to providing our students with the safest, most enriching, and most meaningful educational programming possible. Thanks to the extremely positive reviews we received from both parents and students about our summer 2020 virtual campus, we felt very comfortable deciding that our virtual campus would be the best way to offer a truly engaging and impactful experience for summer 2021. This past summer, the virtual campus opened up a number of opportunities for innovative and engaging programming options. For instance, as was mentioned briefly before, the hands-on kits and experiments mailed to each student in the engineering design lab and MiniMed School programs. So yeah, it's opened up a lot of really great opportunities. So now I'll throw it back to Karen and Sally for more on our virtual community and social activities.
Just to talk a little bit about the community that our programs bring, one of the positives that our virtual program brings is the ability to bring students from all over the world together into one space with Tufts faculty and staff. The classes and cohorts formed in our programs create a close-knit community that has a global reach. So you'll be able to surround yourself with like-minded peers and create lasting connections and friendships. And students will also have the opportunity to interact with fellow participants in their respective course or program, but also students across all of our programs for the summer of 2021 through virtual activities and events that Sally will tell you a little bit more about right now.
Great, thanks, Karen. So yeah, like Karen said, we also offer tons of opportunities for students to meet virtually outside of the classroom. You can see some of the exciting activities that we have planned out for our students this summer so that they are playing as hard as they're working. Last summer, we were actually able to host pretty much all the events that you see listed on the screen on our virtual campus for our students last year. Some of our students' favorite social activities included a personal wellness brown bag lunch about financial literacy and budgeting, a songwriting workshop, and an exciting guest presentation from Massachusetts State Representative Tram Nguyen about the importance of civic engagement and participation, and how people even under the age of 18 can get involved in getting civically active. Thanks, everyone. And now back to Tara to bring it home.
Well, I think that's a wrap, everyone. Thanks again for joining us tonight. And thank you to Ariana, my co-host, and the entire pre-college team for their help and support with this open house. and with all of they do for the pre-college programs and students every day. We hope you enjoyed this last hour with us and that you learned more about what you were looking for from Tufts. As a reminder, if we didn't get to your question in the chat or you thought of more questions while you were listening, you're always welcome to email us at precollege@tufts.edu or give us a call anytime at 617-627-2926. If you missed any part of this presentation or know someone who couldn't make it that would be interested, we will be posting it to our YouTube channel in the next few days, and we'll let you know when that's available. Thank you all and have a great night.